a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18th.
At the 8th there.
First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Looking downfield, it's Leon. Running back has it on a screen now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Second down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game, getting closer to midfield now.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And that run produces a decent game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play without pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside. There's just no room out there.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Can they keep the opening drive alive? On the 11th play, it's 3rd and long. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Can they keep alive this long opening drive? It's the 11th play on 3rd down now. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made by the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded up near the 25. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Patchett. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. The ball is caught, and he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 3, Texas 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
Well, the old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
A quick throw out left, complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Looking to throw. It's Leon. Throws to the tight end. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UNC.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off. They'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. What a diving catch way downfield. Big gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Caught quickly. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
North Carolina.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
That's when you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down and inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it on the move. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Dropping back, it's Leon. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rep.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he just steps out of bounds. A takeaway to wrap up this 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
His defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And now the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? And the Tar Heels pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The sack sets up second down. Looking to pass, it's Leon. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what... to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they will claim the second half lead.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looks right for a quick completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Fires it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here. Shotgun, empty backfield on second and inches. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Caught for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. He hands it off from the gun. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And the game now tied here in the final quarter. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Can he get there on the ground? There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from just inside the 25. Brought down at the 29. That's where we'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for two to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. There's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Crowd really getting into it here in the final minute. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. They move the 6. They'll hold to the line here on 1st down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pressure is coming. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, all that work you put in the summer with the receivers and the quarterbacks, this is where it pays off. This is where that trust really can play out. This receiver lines up on the right side of the formation, works all the way across, and the quarterback almost could close his eyes, knows exactly where his man will be, and puts it right on the money.
It's a run. Running back's got it.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Keeper for the 1st down. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tar Heels. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Point after, knocked right through.
North Carolina, 31, Texas.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 18, set to kick it away.
Turn begins inside the 25-yard line. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. The playoff spot locked up. We're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.